If you're like me and you were born in the 70s, I'm pretty sure that one of your favorite toys was Star Wars. When I was a kid, and I think it would be 1979, my dad took me to a toy store. And in that toy store, in that moment, it was all the toys of Star Wars. It was like my first time watching these toys. And my dad told me that he presented, of course, all the different characters of Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewie, etc. But my attention was fixed in just one character. And that character was, you could say, the less attractive, but at the same time, the most sexy of all. And I think that character is definitely Darth Vader. Darth Vader is my favorite character of Star Wars, not because he's evil. That part is, yeah, I don't comply that very much, but it is so attractive. It's just an amazing character, the mask, the presence, everything. And my dad always told me that he was trying to convince me. I was like 4 years old, and he was trying to convince me, like, hey, but look at this, Luke Skywalker, and he has some colors. It was a Luke Skywalker pilot. And look at the other characters. And I was, nope, I want the black one. I want this one. This is the one that I really want. And the lesson after that is that when you understand something that is sexy, it's not big because it's sexually attractive. Yes, that could be one element, but it is something that is attractive. And today we're going to talk about how to do that same thing, or how I think it could be a good way to start making your YouTube channel sexy. And in that part, there are two elements that we're always going to balance, because your channel has to be attractive for the people that are watching your channel and the content that you're creating, and also it has to be sexy for the algorithm. So how can we balance these two elements? Because maybe you are creating great content. Maybe you are passionate about the things that you are sharing, and you are creating thumbnails and everything, and people is even clicking your video, and your content has quality, but the way that you deliver your content is not attractive, is not making people to stay and continue watching your channel or continue watching your content. And today I want to cover 5 things that I think are important, and they are based on other investigations with vidIQ, with other books that I've read before. And don't worry, in the time we're going to continue sharing this on this channel, and I will try to share more information, just a little bit information interesting at the end. So stick with me. Point 1, your channel needs clear signals. Before YouTube start recommending your channel, YouTube needs to understand what your channel is about. It is not just related to the niche audience, which is very important. And you need to understand where is your audience. But it's about how you expect your information to be received from the people on the other side. You always have to see it on the seat. You always have to be on the position of the other person and think, what is the kind of content that I would love to consume, that I would like these people express to me, that will add value. But also, that signal has to be clear. Let's put it in with this example. You can say that you create a video about, I make videos about YouTube. That is too broad. That is giving not enough content. And you need to focus this attention to something more specific, like how I build videos on YouTube that were successful in 10 days. That is like something more specific that will attract the audience that wants to they wants to have a plan and something that they are going to do at the end, that something they are going to receive at the end. In my case, with this channel, with Project YouTube 3000, my goal is very clear. I'm creating a YouTube channel from zero, and I'm trying to bring you step by step the things that I believe can help a channel to grow, because I have another channel that is growing, and because, well, I'm getting a bit passionate about YouTube and how this tool can help me build a business model, not only for me, but also to sustain my family, etc. And I think that if I'm starting this right now at this channel, in fact, this channel I'm starting at 51, I think that any other people can do it as well. And one thing I discovered in my research was that many successful YouTuber creators, doesn't matter what content it is, it could be fun, it could be education, it could be any any subject. What they have in common after, let's say, 10 years of success in YouTube, well, 10 years to achieve the success on YouTube, is that they always mention that they wish to started YouTube 10 years before. So if you're starting to do YouTube like me right now, in your 50s, in your 40s, and you want to build a path, something that will fill you later in your life, this is the best way to start. So why don't you do it right away? But you need in every video to have to send a clear signal of what is the content that you're going to share. Point two, one video is not a channel. One video does not create a journey. Some people expect that they are going to upload one video and then everything is going to start happening. The reality of YouTube is that it doesn't work that way. You're going to upload one video and nothing's going to happen. You're going to upload another video and nothing's going to happen. Well, it depends, maybe it's 1 or 2 views. But the thing is that you're not going to explode. And that's going to take time. And you need to understand that the value of the content of your YouTube channel is not in just one video. It is in a consecutive videos that you're going to present one after another in the iteration where you are going to learn how to work with YouTube, what are the things that works for you, what are the things that doesn't work for you, and then you're going to continue moving forward. I think that one of the greatest recommendations, it was an interview with Matt Pat for starting a video, and I didn't do it for this YouTube channel, was create 5 videos before launching. And the reason is because one important recommendation is when you finish a video, you should invite people to continue watching other video on your channel. Not putting a diarrhea of multiple videos in the screen so people don't know what to pick. You can send them to watch just one other video in your channel. So if you are starting your channel and you create your first 5 videos and you can link them one after another, well, YouTube is going to say, okay, I'm going to present this. And if the content is interesting enough, the people probably are going to watch the other videos of this guy. This structure is what you want to achieve in every one of your videos, is building your YouTube channel one video at a time. So the question is not so much, is this video good enough? The question is, if somebody watches this video, what will be the next video that they want to watch? And this is the question that I found myself today with this video. What are the other things that people would like to know about this YouTube channel and how to create their path into the gaming industry, into the YouTube industry, depending on where you're coming from. So keep in mind, it is not just one video. It's the sequence. It's the things that are going to multiply in time as you grow. Point 3, your topics need demand, not just passion. We are passionate about many things. Yeah, well, no, not many things. I feel passion for just one thing. And my thing are video game developer. I love that area. And I'm lucky enough to say that even though there is a niche area, and in fact, inside the game developer, I focus specifically on using Unreal as an engine, there is a niche community of people that are interested on watching content related to that, the people that want to continue developing their skills as game developers, or that want to start transitioning and they want to know what is the path that I should take. That is great. I feel passion for that, and I can share that passion on my YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel, I feel passion. There is another area because I love video games, and I know that the value is in you sharing what you are creating. I also develop a passion for YouTube and how to present content based on my research and everything that I've done so far. You need to find something that makes sense in terms of your passion, but also in terms of the audience that you're going to reach. There has to be an audience that will enjoy what you are creating. So the best way to understand, is there really an audience for this? Well, one is that you can check other YouTube channels. You can literally go to YouTube, find other channels, and figure out, is there any other channel that could be that it will present the same kind of content that I'm trying to create? And don't think once you find those channels, if there are multiple channels super successful, that you're going to say, oh my God, this was taken already. I'm going to stop. No, in fact, that is a proof that your idea has value. I like this example of McDonald's. So you could say, well, I'm not going to get into the burger business because McDonald's is there, and there's a business that is too crowded. But the reality is that somebody else wants to eat a decent, good burger, and there are so many other places where you can eat a good burger, and they're going to continue expanding. Even if you create a channel where you share what are the best burgers in the world, I'm pretty sure that people won't expect you to just present McDonald's. They want to see other restaurants. So this brings me back to the idea that if there is an audience that can be found using YouTube for the subject that you want to cover and you feel passion for, dude, you have the two most important elements. You don't want to create a blindly content that you think is correct. You want to create content that makes sense. Now, let's say that you maybe don't find the content or the information, which that will be rare. But one thing you could do is you have your own characteristic that makes you unique in the way that you express yourself, in the ways that you present your content. So what I recommend you is, you feel passion for it, just share it. Just turn on the camera, record 5 videos, then 20 videos, put it on the internet, try to do your best effort following all these recommendations and see what happens, see what is the result. If you're starting building an audience, even if it is a small audience, it will signal you that you are going in the right direction. You only need to iterate, not repeat. Iterate because you need to understand what are the things that you could do better and try to fix it the next time. But you can continue growing one step at a time. And keep this in mind. Remember that all successful YouTubers said that they wish that they started YouTube 10 years ago. So when are you going to start? Start right away. Point 4. Retention is built in sections. Just as a good movie, one great YouTube video has a structure that you should follow and that will guarantee retention, that will guarantee the interest of people. Of course, if the subject is interesting as well. Every section of the video that you are creating needs to have a reason to be watched. A good simple structure is the next one. Create curiosity, develop the idea with an example or story, then deliver the lesson. And once you deliver the lesson, you can open the door to the next lesson. You're going to connect elements. When you create curiosity is the beginning of the video. As I started this video telling a story related to my childhood experience with Star Wars, that is the door. That is the way for you to attract people, to tell them this is what this video is going to be about, but creating curiosity with something like a story. I think that stories are the best way to connect with people. So if you have a good story, and I'm pretty sure that you have it, if you are like me, you should have a lot of stories because you have a long life at this moment, then start with that. What that story will be and how can that be connected to the content that you are presenting, which get us to develop the idea with an example or a story. And then we're going to deliver the lesson. What is the core? In my case, I'm dividing this in 5 important points that I want to cover with you. In your case, you need to figure out that yourself. Other things is that one tool that I use sometimes to put order on the things that I want to present is when I have the idea clear, I start a conversation with an AI tool, with ChatGPT, and tell them how can I organize this in, let's say, 3 or 4 points that I want to share with people and that they can find it interesting. Today, you have tools that we didn't have in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the beginnings of the 2000s. So you can support yourself. You have the knowledge, you have the passion, you have the elements that will create a good content for your YouTube channel, but you can also support yourself with AI to structure this the best possible way. But coming back to the point 4, the important thing is that they feel that in the video, the content is presented as a journey, not just you're tossing facts or things that are boring in the way that you are presenting them. It is a journey. So present the video as a journey. Point 5, build content buckets. Once you start creating videos, you will start figuring out what are the videos that works, that creates more interest from your audience. And you should not treat this like an accident. You should treat it you should flag these videos and trying to turn them into a bucket. And I think this is a concept that was presented in vidIQ, if I remember correctly. And a bucket is a repeatable format your audience understand. So let's put it in the context of this channel, of Project YouTube 3000. What can be buckets for me, for this channel so far? And I don't have so many videos. These are some examples. Things I am testing, mistakes I am discovering, lessons from successful creators, channel reviews and experiments, strategy breakdowns for beginners. What is important of the buckets is that you should not repeat yourself. It doesn't matter if you create a great video many years ago and you say, okay, I want to recreate that video. That's not the way to do it, unless things are really changing from that point to where you are today. But what you need to understand is the kind of content that people likes to consume, so you can dig deeper and figure out other elements that are related to that subject that you presented that people finds interesting. And this structure also helps your audience to understand or to start designing in their minds what they are going to expect in the kind of content that you are creating. Just like you, if you are here in this channel and you follow my previous videos, you realize that, okay, this guy is bringing more information related to how to build my YouTube channel. So I want to listen, what is the next thing that he's going to present? So making your YouTube channel attractive is not just about making a better thumbnail or writing a stronger title. It is about creating a channel that sends clearer signals. Who is this for? What is this about? What should someone care? What should they watch next? And also, why should YouTube trust that these channels can keep people watching? That is what I'm trying to build with Project YouTube 3000. Not just individual videos, but a channel that becomes easier to understand, easier to follow, and easier to recommend. And that has to be your goal as well. And now, as we did in the previous video, we're going to check how has been the progress of the channel so far. This is my channel today, so let's present interesting information. First, this section, which is called the Creator Insider. I recommend you to watch these videos because these are people that has been already successful on YouTube and can provide you with good information that you could use. So just click on it and watch them. I have this information also in my other channels. So it's pretty simple. You can just watch YouTube and that's it. Collect the information. So let's see what happened in the channel. First thing first, I'm going to content and I can quickly watch what is happening. So at this moment, the good thing is that I have 100% likes, sometimes 1, 4, 5, 4, and 1. I can see that my last video is not the best so far. It was the most recent and it only has 18 views compared to the one in the previous week, which was 116. So here's a very clear indicator of the things that we cover in this same video, which is if you're going to create a content bucket, what will be the source of that content buckets? Well, here in this picture, I have a very clear information based on the hook. So people are definitely interested in information for the hook. So probably I'm going to continue expanding more information or more content that is related to this subject. Look that we're talking about YouTube, but YouTube has so many elements to cover and there are different types of interest. I can also, well, that's my plan to talk about the thumbnail, the description, all things associated to YouTube. But it's going to take time for me to evaluate that and see what is the response from people. But here at this moment, we have this video that has 116 views. It has only 4 likes. And look at the previous video that has only 20, has 5 likes. So these are the things that you have to learn to balance in time. Now let's go to the analytics. Here I can see what is happening. So in the last 28 days, I have 4 new subscribers. Considering that my channel is pretty recent, I think it's very good. It's not perfect. It would be nice to have 1 million, but it's very good. It is showing me that I am getting people interested in the content that I am presenting. And this is the reality of my channel starting today. And keep in mind that I am only posting long videos once per week. But you can already see that, well, this channel is starting to have more interest, more views. Let's check the watch time. The watch time is also starting to peak. Now I have 15.1 hours watched on this channel in the last 28 days. Again, a great indicator for me that I'm starting I have 6 videos, something around that. And this brings me back to the conversation of what you have to do, guys, is just to start and see what happens, because you're going to start having at least a clear feedback with this information that will tell you, hey, you're going in the right direction or you are not. Your passion has to be validated through this filter, but don't stop just because you created 1 video. You need at least to have 20 videos to have a more clear idea. And now you know that for launching your YouTube channel, the best way is to start with 5 videos that you can be linked to another once they finished. Now you have a clear overview of my channel. All the things that I recommend you is to use these questions you can ask to the AI on YouTube that will bring you more information on how to improve your channel later on. Something that we'll cover in a future video. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to be ready when that video happens. Thanks for watching this, and now I'm going to recommend you to watch my next video where I cover how to create a great hook to keep the attention of your viewers in the first seconds. And until next time, keep creating, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep dreaming big. I'll see you soon, my fellow creators.